Hi, Mark Macdonald here. I want to do this video to expose two of the biggest eating trends I totally disagree with: intermittent fasting and ketogenic diets. Look, I've been a health professional for 20 plus years. I've coached thousands of people and have helped millions of people throughout the world unlock their body's full potential. And what I see every single year are new eating trends that actually hurt people. They don't help people take their body to that next level and actually make their food and fitness a way of life. Now, don't get me wrong. Intermittent fasting and ketogenic diets work. Every program works. Every diet works, at least for a moment. But I wanted to shed some light on two main questions you need to ask yourself. Number one, whatever you do with your food, with your nutrition, you need to ask yourself, can I do it for the rest of my life? And then second, you must ask yourself, can my kids do it? Now, if you don't have kids, you just say, well, would a kid do this? And based on those two questions, you can really see if what you're about to embark upon to make your health work is something you really want to do. Let's talk about ketogenic diets. So ketogenic diet is simple. You basically cut out an entire food group, carbohydrates. You increase your fat amount, and you're eating fat, protein, and maybe some light veggies. And the shift is this. See, your body uses glucose to make ATP, your body's energy source. But when you take glucose out of the equation, the carbohydrates, which that carbs get broken down to sugar, when you take the glucose out, your body shifts to something called ketosis, where it uses keto acids to provide fuel. It's a backup mechanism for your body from a physiological perspective in case you ever run out of sugar. The problem with it is that who wants to live without carbs for the rest of their life? You know, I have a 22-month-old baby girl and I have a 12-year-old son. And I'm thinking about, am I having my baby girl Hope or my 12-year-old son Hunter not eat carbohydrates? Of course not. Do I want to live without carbohydrates for the rest of my life? Of course not. Now, I know many people are going to watch this video that live ketogenic diets. Years ago, I lived a ketogenic diet for 2 years. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying that maybe you can make it work forever. But the majority of the population cannot. It's actually jerry-rigging how your body's meant to process fuel. This is why I teach eating PFC every 3, a balance of protein, fat, carbohydrates. You basically have 3 ways for your body to create energy, macronutrients: protein, carbs, and fat. That's it. That's how your body creates energy. You have micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and water, but your energy comes from protein, fats, and carbs. Why would you ever take a major food group out? So ketogenic diets is not something that's going to set you up to win. It's not something that the majority of the population can do for the rest of their life, and it's definitely not something you'd ever put kids on. So you got to just X that type of dieting out. Second, intermittent fasting. Now, I hear about intermittent fasting all the time. And basically, there's different ways to do it, but the overall philosophy behind it is that you don't eat all morning, and you basically eat good, healthy foods from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Basically, 8 hours of feeding, and then you don't eat any more before bed. So basically, if you finish eating at 8, and then you go another 12 hours, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., that's 12 hours without food, and then 8 a.m. till 12 p.m., that's another 4 hours. So you're going 16 hours without any type of food. This is my challenge with it. Intermittent fasting from a physiological perspective doesn't make any sense. All the research that we look at from blood sugar stabilization is that you must eat small, frequent meals to keep your blood sugar in the proper range, 80 to 120, to actually create hormonal balance. Numerous research has shown that kids perform much better in school when they eat breakfast. That we, as people, perform much better when we're fed before we go to work. So why would we starve ourselves? Why would we fast? Intermittent fasting was created to basically help people control their food portions. And of course, you can get results that way. Your body can adjust to that. But it doesn't pass the two things. Do you really want to feel that you can never eat again early morning or late night? Do you feel like you have to be a prisoner to 12 to 8? And then second, is that something that you would put kids on? Of course not. See, your body is meant to be fed consistently. Not overeating, but eating the right amount of protein, fats, and carbohydrates from the moment you wake to the moment you sleep. Now, I want to do this video not to say, hey, they don't work, because as I said earlier, ketogenic diets and intermittent fasting, they work. but they're not something that you can make a way of life, and they're definitely not something that you would ever put your kids on. And those are the questions I want you to ask yourself. See, this is why I'm doing these videos. This is why, really what I stand for, is I don't want to tell you what to do. I want to help you understand the education about how your body works so that you're empowered to ask the right questions so you can make the right decisions based upon you and your goals. So now you know, ketogenic diets, intermittent fasting, put them to the side. Focus on something that you can do for the rest of your life, for you and your family, and that you would put a kid on. Because a child's metabolism is just like your metabolism. Obviously, you're not growing as much, your metabolism is a little different, but the physiology is the same. Okay, you got the knowledge. I'm going to share another quote that I've done in these videos before, is that once you know the truth, you can choose to not do it, but you can never deny knowing it. Make this the moment that you take control of your food education and you implement something that you can win with for the rest of your life. Okay, till the next video. Bye.